Right, so today we're taking a look at Gruul Shifting Woodland combo deck in historic format. So the reason why I'm trying out this deck today is because we got this new card from the Marvel set. It's called the World War Hulk, and this card is actually really cool. It's a 5-mana saga that says the next red or green creature spell you cast this turn can be cast without paying its mana cost. So this is actually the most important text here in the saga because we play a lot of expensive creatures in the deck. So for example, we have very chunky creatures. We have Wrath and LAKEY that can attack and then get another 6 mana plus cards onto the battlefield attacking. We also have things like Sin Spira's Punishment that can also grab another World War Hulk from the graveyard, which is kind of cool, which lets you play another card for free. Or the Sin Spira can also grab something like an Omniscience from the graveyard, which is going to be even more powerful. Otherwise, we have things like Aatroxa that's fairly powerful. And then we have the Tarask. What's really cool about this card is if you cast this card, the card has haste and ward 10. So because the World War Hulk is making this creature into a 0-cost card, you're going to be casting this card and it's going to get 10 ward, which is basically unkillable and has a haste. And when it attacks, it also fights a creature from an opponent's board. So it's a pretty powerful card if you get it out with the Saga. And last but not least, the most important creature that we're going to be playing is the Chomping Mastosaur. It's a 6-mana card, which is only 1 mana greater than World War Hulk, but because we play so many expensive cards in the deck, if you get the Chomping Mastosaur out, and let's say if you discard something like an Omniscience into the graveyard, or even something like a Tarask, it's going to deal like 9 to 10 damage. And this is also going to be the cornerstone of potentially killing your opponent if you get the Omniscience down. So if you do get the Omniscience down with Shifting Woodland or with Sin Spira, you can potentially just kill your opponent by drawing a bunch of cards with Gristlebrand, Aatroxa, or chaining off Malevolent Rumble or Cash Grab into just playing a bunch of Chomping Mastosaur and killing your opponent by discarding one of our 2 big cards. Again, if you discard Omniscience, that's going to be 10 damage. If you discard the Tarask, that's 9 damage. And it's also a 6-mana card, which is not too far from being able to hard cast, even without the World War Hulk. So potentially like in game 2 and 3 setting, where opponent has a lot of graveyard hates against the Shifting Woodland, the fact that now we have World War Hulk and Chomping Mastosaur, this does give you that different angle that you can attack with, which is actually really cool. So thanks to that, we're going to be heading over to our first game with this deck. I'm excited. Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at World War Hulk deck today, and speaking of which, we have a World War Hulk there. Jawari's Ruin. Okay, so we have a blue-white control deck. Blue-white control deck. Okay, so without showing what our deck, without showing the Shifting Woodland, I will Faithless Looting. Maybe I should have Cathartic Pyred on opponent's turn. Oh, this is actually a mistake. They might actually counter this. This was definitely a mistake. Each card in its controller's graveyard, hand, and library with the same name? Okay. Sure. They grabbed plain instead of a blue. Okay. Let's try to resolve our Cash Grab and the Cathartic Pyre. Okay, this looks like a board wipe. Let's try to discard 2 cards. Maybe I should have actually played Cash Grab first. But then, a counterspell that requires... Okay, it was a Doan's Veto. Alright, opponent, you're making it very hard. Okay, never mind. We found an Omniscience, so this is pretty good. Easy. Become Omniscience. Into another Omniscience. We know opponent has some sort of a counterspell. I mean, is dealing 5 any good? Let's just go for... Oh, that's really annoying. That's funny though. Ooh, Traverse. I think we win with that actually. Or potentially. We'll see. Okay. Sinspira. I think we want the Massasaur. Actually, we have another Woven Ward. So we grab a Tarask. Chomping Massasaur. So we have lethal. Boom. And boom. Okay, game 2. Okay, so I believe opponent's probably gonna bring something like bunch of counter spells and probably I would think maybe Rest in Peace. So maybe we go with this. Seems like Cathartic Pyre's not very good. So most of the times this is just gonna be used for discard spell. I'll probably get rid of that. Maybe a copy of Looting and maybe a copy of this card. Okay, we have a Hexing Sculpture, that's pretty good. It does depend on whether or not they have a removal spell for this card. But we'll see. So we'll play the Hexing Sculpture. Impulse. Okay, they immediately tap out after seeing my Hexing Sculpture. We're kind of trying, I would say, pretty poorly. Not really liking the cards that I'm seeing here. We don't have a play next turn, which is kind of bad. Oh, this is a good card though. Another Hexing Sculpture or a Shifting Woodland. Tempting. Tempting. Another Hexing Sculpture was very tempting there. Oh, maybe I should have actually grabbed a Hexing Sculpture because the thing is, If I Sinspira, I have a chance of missing the Omniscience. I guess there is already a Chomping Massasaur in there. What to do? Should I go for Sinspira? Gamble on the Omniscience, perhaps? Oh, what am I saying? I can just copy the Omniscience. Right. Don't even need the Hulk, actually. Right? Right. Hexen Sculpture. What a card. I do like the fact that we have a Shifting Woodland, but this hand's so bad if I don't draw any, like, discard spells. I'll keep it. Castle Ardenvale. Ooh, we found a discard spell. That's pretty huge. A Balasso. The Voice of Victory. So we actually need... Okay, I mean, Wrath is fine. But I think we just have to do that. Oh my god. Ooh, another looting. The Chomping Massasaur. So we're missing a land in there. And that's it, right? Actually, let's just bin double land. And I think we can actually win the game next turn. Wombo combo. Alright. Shifting Woodland. Grab a Gristlebrand. Draw a bunch of cards. Okay, opponent surrenders. So opponent's playing a creature deck. We're gonna bring some board wipes. And Unholy Heat. And instead, let's go down on a Cash Grab. Tarask. I don't think we need Raph and Mikey in game 2 and 3. Probably not. I'll go down on Looting. Traverse. Let's actually cut a copy of a Looting. That's a mulligan. Ooh, this hand sucks. This hand sucks. Since we have 4 copies of board wipe, hope we actually draw one. That'd be nice. Cathartic Pyre. We might actually want to Cathartic Pyre discard too. Okay, that's actually kind of annoying. Double Sentinel start. Tell what this is. Castle Ardenvale. Oh man, we are drawing absolutely nothing, huh? We are drawing absolutely nothing. I think because opponent's like not really putting up any pressure. hold the phone. Anybody holding the phone? Pretty good. Reprieve. Wow. Okay, I mean, I hope you have another one. Okay, that's a land in the graveyard. Thank you very much, opponent. A surgical. Okay, I mean, sure. That's a good play. Since I have another shifting woodland in my hand, so yeah, it does kind of stink, but I think we're in a pretty good spot if opponent doesn't have another you know, reprieve, that is. So let us consume by history. Nice. And I'm going to traverse for another land. Actually, oh my god! Oh my god. How do we draw all our basics? Do we need more basics, by the way? Maybe we actually need more basics. Okay. Okay. Well, so we need more basics. That's what I've learned. We need more basics. Oh no. This land business is killing me. Guide of Soul. Brotherhood's End. Just you wait, opponent. If I draw one land, this Chomping Mastosaur is about to come out. Opponent, you're killing me right now. Oh, that's what happened. Because opponent played a Field of Ruin, I had to get a basic out. Oh my god. Nightmare situation. Any lands? Question mark? Okay, we finally found a land. Holy. Really? There it is. Actually, Utopia Sprawl is better, right? Because this comes in tap for the next turn. I think I played a land this turn, if I'm not mistaken. Alrighty. Chomping Mastosaur. Okay, now we're finding all the lands. Looting. Okay, so we're gonna keep that then. Soul Guide. They can actually make that flying. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. This is kind of bad. I'm taking damage, and they just, like, played, like, 3 cards. We might actually lose this one. I think we're actually dead. Believe it or not. Kinda crazy. Cash grab. I really needed to see like a Brotherhood's End. Man, we actually lost this game. That's crazy. Yeah, we just couldn't play out our cards because of the land destructions, and we kept getting cards like Traverse. Okay, we're gonna add a Titan Industry. Maybe I'm supposed to actually cut Omniscience in this matchup because they play so many hate cards. Okay, we have the looting, and the good thing is we actually don't have any basics in our hand. Unlike last time. We had way too many basics. So put these in there. Okay, so they have a surgical in hand. Can I regret getting rid of the Chomping Mastosaur then? Okay, even the Relic. I mean, the Relic doesn't matter because they already shut down my Omniscience, so... Right. Okay. Gonna be a tough game. Light of Soul. Utopia Sprawl. Two, three, four, five, six. We have 6 mana next turn. I kind of regret getting rid of a Chomping Mastosaur. right? Ooh, Consumed by History is actually pretty good. So I would like to probably Consume by History next turn. They're gonna be able to actually make the God of Soul fly now. They had another God of Soul there. I mean, I can use both the Consumed by History plus Brotherhood's End. But it's definitely not ideal. Yeah, definitely not ideal. Wow, they play one ring? That's weird. Huh. Man, it's just so many hate cards and stuff like that. Kinda hard to make anything work. Is there anything in the graveyard? Okay, let's hope we get a creature. We didn't get a creature. We did not find a creature there. See what opponent plays. Enduring Innocence. Unfortunate. The opponent goes to 2. Very grindy game.
I light the path to victory.
They actually died to their own one ring.
Peace.
Wow, that was actually a very, very grindy game. Wow. Into another wow. I think I'm actually going to keep this one though. Okay, so it's as a blue slop. Sure.
I stayed up too late reading. Again.
Really? You would force of negation? Wow. Okay, we are kinda dead if we don't draw land. How did my opponent know that we kept a one-lander? How did they know that? Are they a wizard? Might have to actually Cathartic Pyre the Tamio here. Oh, they're just gonna transform. Or not. Weird. I guess they could have another Force of Negation, but if that's the case, it's probably better to actually do it now. Like, if they have a Force of Negation, I would rather have it countered now, right? Okay, that's good. Double Force of Negation hand. So enchantment's already in the graveyard. I would really like to put a land in there too, but hand's a bit bad, so okay, I actually should have played the Shifting Woodland because it's coming in tapped. But I guess I wouldn't be able to activate the Shifting Woodland next turn anyways, so... I'm drawing so poorly. A looting would be really nice here, actually. Right? Oh, man. Oh, man. You know what's funny? We kept a one-lander, and we have more lands than my opponent. Woo! Times are rough. There's only 8 lands left in the deck, which is kind of crazy. What are we even missing, by the way? A sorcery? Or a sorcery and a land. Prismatic Vista would be nice.
I'd rather avoid a fight. But violence is not cancer.
I mean, by now, opponent probably has some removal spells too. Like I don't think I did anything for the last like 5 turns, or maybe actually maybe even more, like 6 turns
Use your
maybe.
words.
We just haven't done anything. By the way, if this actually lands, we do win the game. Darn. Any lootings, traverse, Malevolent Rumble, or Prismatic Vista. That's actually a lot of cards, by the way. That's actually a lot of cards, by the way. Like, the fact that we haven't even seen one of them is kind of crazy. Come on. My last turn.
Think before you act.
My last turn. It sucks that we actually got a cash grab instead of a Malevolent Rumble. This is our 4th cash grab instead of a Malevolent Rumble. Can you believe that? Oh man. Times are rough. Times are so rough right now.
The history of the multiverse is at my fingertips.
Oh my god. Okay, maybe today is just not a day for me. Not able to do anything. I don't know. Maybe today is not the day for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kinda hard to get anything done. Okay, so we can actually traverse for a shifting woodland right now. Or we can cash grab. Okay, so we're gonna grab a Hexing Sculpture. Oh, that's a good one. Maybe we want to leave the Chomping Massasaur. We'll see. Looks like a counter spell, maybe? Looks like a counter spell. What can I do with this? I mean, we know it's a counter spell. I mean, we should still force it. Yeah, we should still force it. Because the following turn I can attack with a Shifting Woodland into a Chomping Massasaur. So I think it's better forcing it. Cameo.
Is there a deeper meaning to this?
Another Shifting Woodland. So here, I think I'm supposed to Chomping Massasaur and attack. Because let's say I go Sinspira and then exile a bunch of lands into a creature. I guess I would still have the Delirium, so maybe this is actually right. Huh. Do we want this on the battlefield? I think so, right? Okay, that actually went better than I expected. Way better. They just drew that, by the way. Oh. Wow, opponent surrenders immediately. They did not enjoy that at all. Okay, let's try that again. Oh no. Wrestlebrand. Okay. These are two cards that are really good for being in the graveyard, which is good. What's not good is... Okay, we got a untap land for next turn. Excellent. Already have a 3 out of 4. No, Soul Guy Lantern! Double Soul Guy Lantern. So we have to rely on World War Hulk, I guess. Yeah, we have to rely on the World War Hulk. Wow, already cracking it. We also need, like, Hexing Squelcher, right? So we need a Hexing Squelcher, World War Hulk. We also need a creature. So we probably want to Shifting Woodland next turn to turn off the Soul Guy Lantern. Yeah, we'll try to Shifting Woodland, and then they'll have to crack the Soul Guy Lantern here. Actually, if I draw a creature that I can play, maybe I want to... Maybe I want to wait on this World War Hulk. Ah, we didn't get a creature. Alright, so... Play this. Do that. And we'll try to copy you. Why did it do it like that? Why didn't it tap the Shifting Woodland? Oh man. I just sacrificed the Eldrazi spawn for nothing. Because of the auto tapper. That sucks. Okay, that's actually a really good card, by the way. Right there. So we want to Cathartic Pyre, discard these 2 cards. Ooh, and then we draw this. Oh no. And our Delirium isn't even active. If I actually block with this card... I'll have a creature in the graveyard. Oh. Oh, wow. Now we can deal 10 damage. Ooh. That's a good card, too. I think we deal 10 damage here. Or try to, that is.
Oh no! I'm late for class!
Wait. We want to put a stop, right? Okay. I mean, but they could still have a counter spell, though. So technically, we can actually put a stop here, which would be kind of cool. We don't have an uncounterable spell, though. Oh, we have a Chomping Massasaur. But we probably want to traverse for something even bigger. Oh my god. I should have just done it. I should have just done it. Hexing Sculpture. Another Massasaur. Oh my god, we actually won that game. Alright. We have a Shifting Woodland. So we're just looking for either Omniscience or World War Hulk. Let's go. Utopia Sprawl. Utopia Sprawl. So we're gonna go Cash Grab here. Or, I mean, we could even go Cathartic Pyre. Ooh, a Cultivate. A Ramp deck. A Swamp. A Sultai. Is it actually factually... Ooh, we actually got a World War Hulk. Is this actual factual Sultai Ultimatum? Also, what am I doing here? Should I try to go Cathartic Pyre looking for potentially like a Utopia Sprawl so that I can World War Hulk, right? Next turn? I probably want to cast the Aatroxa. Or maybe I want to cast Chomping Mesosaur. Probably playing Shifting Woodland into a Traverse though. Oh! No! I took too long! Okay, we lost. If this is an ultimatum deck, we probably lose the game. I took too long. I took too long. Oh, that's so bad. So putting a land there... Okay, so I was right. It's ultimatum deck.
Death is such an effective tool.
So here I should be casting the Hulk, but because I took too long, it's not gonna work. Oh my god, this entire game is a disaster. This entire game is a disaster. Oh man. Why are you playing... Okay, first of all, why are you playing Field of Ruin? You're playing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're playing a 4-color deck. Potentially 5 colors. And you're playing Field of Ruin. What's up with that? What's up with that, opponent?
Get used to the smell.
Okay, so this one has a Trample of Haste, which is good. Is this actually a counter spell? Okay, it's a Growth Spiral. Chomping Mastosaur. They can only +1, right? Maybe that's how I'm gonna win.
You'll pay for that.
They still have to go through 4 cards. Oh my god. They actually hard-casted Omniscience.
This is more enjoyable.
Oh my god. Okay, I think we might be dead. We might be dead here. Oh man. That is crazy, by the way. Ooh, another Shifting Woodland. How can I win? I think we win by playing like so and then just passing here. We're not gonna be attacking because they draw a card if we attack. Oh, come on.
No way but my way.
Okay, we take the damage. Oh. Maybe? Question mark? Wow. We actually timed out in one of the turns and we still won the game. It's kind of crazy. Okay, ultimatum deck. Ultimatum deck. I don't actually have a strong cyber against my opponent here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I guess we'll bring one Force of Vigor in case opponent plays like Graveyard Hates. I guess that's kind of about it. I'll potentially get rid of a Cathartic Pyre. Alright. Kind of like this hand. Oh. Okay. Sure. So we have to win through other means. Such as this card. Or draw Force of Vigor. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's see. I don't think I want to put all my eggs in one basket. So let's go like so. Chomping Mastosaur. So we can actually World War Hulk into Chomping Mastosaur here. Hope that's gonna be enough. So opponent has a lot of mana. How much does Sultai Ultimatum cost? Is it like a 7 mana card or a 6 mana card? Okay, it's a 7 mana card. So it needs a black, black, blue, blue, green, green, green. Okay, so they actually have enough mana there. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to play World War Hulk. Into Chomping Mastosaur, and then we're gonna have to kill the Birds of Paradise. Ooh, another Omniscience. Not what you kind of want to see. So they have a 6 mana here. Oh dear god. So this World War Hulk is not gonna work. But the fact that they actually got a Vorinclex means that they can't actually combo, right? At least that's what I think. Is there anything I can grab with this card? It would just be another, like, creature, right? That I can't cast yet. So, we'll just pass. Okay. So, they're just lacking another mana to cast the Emergent Ultimatum, it seems. Sinspira. So we put it here. So even if opponent... Oh, actually we got another Chomping Mastosaur, so it actually wouldn't have mattered. So deal 10 damage. Wow. Alright, so we took a look at this World War Hulk deck today. This card actually came in handy quite a bit. Obviously, it's not hyper linear like best of one list is, but this card actually provides like a different axis to attack your opponent, which is kind of cool. I quite enjoyed this card. We also got to like Shifting Woodland into World War Hulk. We also got to a Shifting Woodland like Omniscience. We got to hardcast this multiple times into our creatures here as well, but it didn't actually win you the game immediately, unless you Shifting Woodland into an Omniscience. I do genuinely like the addition of World War Hulk, especially in game 2 and 3 in best of 3. Like if opponent has a bunch of graveyard hates, that's when this card actually shines, right? So I think the card is really, really cool. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.